Well, we're about to get to the crux of all cruxes combined now, aren't we? Because I specifically asked not too long ago, and I've repeatedly asked, what's in the white racial bucket that seems to have so much clout in the United States? On all paperwork combined, all you see is they want you to categorize yourself as either being white, Alaskan Native, Asian American, African American, Native American, Hispanic, or other by self-definition, okay? And now, if you look at the reports from the Department of Homeland Security with the influx of immigrants authorized to enter through to the United States, I like to refer to that as the color-coded red on the flag. And then I like to see or show on top of that red, there is a pattern of white, where all these people from various nationalities and various countries throughout the world are all placed into the white bucket here in the United States, when in fact they are not white. Okay? If you go back to the earliest definitions of white, I'm going to refer to the whitefish. They were the people recognized as the people from England, okay? And unless all these people that are coming through, which they're not, because I already looked at the report, are from England, then they're not white. And therefore, your racial categories should be expanded to correctly reflect what's going on, because benefits are afforded to people based on racial composures. Okay? Now, to get to the crux of all cruxes. So, they claim, going back to 1830, I already put this on my Facebook, and I got a big problem with one notation that I came up with. So they're saying there were, in 1830, there were 2,328,642 people. Okay? And of that 2,328,642 people, 2,009,048 people were slaves, leaving the remaining population for the United States that were not slaves at 319,594. And of those people, they had allowed from 1820 to 1830, 151,798 immigrants into the country. So that made up the racial composure, if you will, of the white bucket. All right? So the remainder, the 167,796, that's probably from new births. Now, the weirdest thing on the separate website that I found is they're claiming that they estimated, they probably get called up on this question, they estimated the Indian, Native American Indian population at 313,130 people. They had clear records of 105,060 people, And so they buffed it up, some 208,000 people to make it look good. Probably because they're looking for a percentage hold. Now, the big crux is the 16,000. I didn't write it down for reference, but I'll put a link. They estimated 16,000 remaining primitive individuals in the United States. Now, primitive in their mind was the Iroquois. So people of the Iroquoian descent, they estimated that there were only 16,000 of them in 1830. Because the people, the Iroquois were the strongest hold on all this land. Not only the United States, but Canada, and they had direct influence over the people now known as in Mexico and West Africa. So they targeted those people and intentionally exterminated them, extinguished them from this planet because of their relationship with these other portions of the world. And they had not only a strong bond with them, but they shared the same beliefs to some degree. And so they were so jealous of those people, they wanted to eliminate them. And they did that. And that started in the 1500s. And so by 1830, there was only 16,000. Not original Iroquoian people, but people who carry through some type of bloodline the traits of the Iroquoian people. We're getting to the crux of this shit, because that flag represents the combination of all blood types combined that are allowed to enter the United States on an annual basis. Covered and cloaked. So that's your red, covered and cloaked in the white promise of prosperity, totally disregarding the people that were actually born here, categorized as whatever the hell you want to categorize them as. We're getting to the crux of it. Talk about discrimination. Talk about the onset and ongoing carrying forth of never-ending abuse with certain people. Yeah, you got a long history of that, United States. I'm going to post 3 links. Your numbers don't tie out. You're missing something. I got a good handle on what the hell you're missing, too. Because I don't appreciate where I've been in this lifetime and what my kids have been through. And how people come here and they're escaping prosecution from other countries and they're just allowed here. And the other thing I don't like is the fact that you're allowing criminals to enter the United States and you're not releasing from minimum security prisons the same numbers of people. I don't like that.